People who lie easily can never be trusted, for they value their falsehood more than your trust. A liar's worst enemy is someone who remembers the truth. When you catch someone in a lie, they have already shown you their respect for you none at all. A manipulator will make you feel guilty for not catering to their selfishness. A lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is still putting on its shoes. Beware of manipulators who only show you one side of the coin, and then convince you it's all that exists. People who manipulate others for their own gain will step over anyone without regard for who they hurt. He who lies once finds it much easier to do it again, for a liar has no true compass in his soul. You can never trust someone whose smile doesn't reach their eyes. They're just wearing a mask of kindness. Manipulation, disguised as concern, is a weapon used by those who want to control, not care. The worst kind of enemy is the one who pretends to be your friend while stabbing you in the back. A person who speaks sweet words in your presence and bitter ones in your absence cannot be trusted. Be wary of the friend who is only around when things are good. Their loyalty is as thin as paper. Someone who is two-faced doesn't just betray you, they destroy your ability to trust others as well. You'll never know what someone truly thinks of you if they wear two faces, one for you and one for everyone else. Deception is like poison. It may taste sweet, but it will kill everything good in its path. You cannot trust someone who thrives on deceit, for they are only loyal to their own lies. The most dangerous people are those who can smile in your face while planning your downfall. Trust the person who shows you who they are, not the one who tells you what you want to hear. Deception is the art of those who lack the courage to live honestly. A hypocrite will judge you for your sins, all while hiding theirs behind a mask of righteousness. You cannot respect someone whose actions contradict every word that comes out of their mouth. Hypocrites preach goodness but practice deception, and their inconsistency shows their lack of integrity. Be cautious of those who are quick to point out your flaws but blind to their own faults. The person who criticizes others for the same faults they possess is not worth your respect or trust. Betrayal doesn't just break your heart, it shatters the foundation of trust that was built over time. Never trust someone who betrays you once, for they will do it again when it benefits them. A betrayer is worse than an enemy, for they knew your weaknesses and used them against you. Those who betray others for personal gain have sold their integrity for a cheap reward. Betrayal is the ultimate display of disrespect, for it shows a complete disregard for trust and loyalty. You cannot trust someone who only cares about themselves. They will always choose their comfort over your well-being. The selfish person is not your friend, for they are only loyal to their own desires. Respect is never earned by those who place their own interests above everyone else's needs. Trusting a selfish person is like building a house on sand. It will collapse as soon as the storm comes. Those who act out of self-interest will never have your best interests at heart. People who are consumed with their own image have no room in their hearts for anyone else's needs. A narcissist will never admit when they are wrong, because their pride is more important than the truth. You cannot respect someone who sees everyone as a mirror to reflect their greatness. The narcissist's loyalty lies only with themselves. They will abandon you as soon as you no longer serve their purpose. A backstabber's handshake may seem warm, but their hidden knife is always cold. Those who smile in your face while plotting your downfall are not worthy of your trust or respect. Respect is lost the moment someone betrays your trust by stabbing you in the back. The sharpest wounds come from those we thought were friends, but who secretly wish for our failure. You cannot respect someone who builds their success by cutting others down. Beware of people who only come around when they need something. They're not friends, just opportunists. Users will always abandon you once they've gotten what they want. Their loyalty lasts only as long as your usefulness. Respect cannot exist in a relationship where one person is only interested in taking, never giving. People who use others for personal gain are empty inside, for they have no capacity for real connection. You cannot trust someone whose heart is ruled by greed. They will betray you for the promise of more. Greed turns people into monsters, willing to sacrifice their honor and friendships for wealth. A greedy person values money more than relationships, and they cannot be trusted to care for anyone but themselves. People who chase after material wealth at any cost are hollow, for they have sold their soul for fleeting rewards. The more someone craves riches, the less they value the people around them. Jealousy makes people dangerous, for they will destroy what they cannot have. Never trust someone who's envious of your success. They would rather see you fail than celebrate your victory. A jealous person can never truly be happy for you, for your success reminds them of their own failures. Jealousy poisons relationships, turning friends into enemies with a single spark of envy. Those who are consumed by jealousy cannot be trusted, for their resentment will always turn to betrayal. You cannot respect someone who constantly breaks their promises, for they lack the integrity to stand by their word. Trust is earned by those who are dependable, not by those who vanish when they're needed the most. An unreliable person may not mean to harm you, but their inconsistency causes harm all the same. If someone cannot keep their promises, they cannot keep your trust. Respect fades when someone consistently fails to show up when it matters most. Those who gossip about others will gossip about you, for their loyalty is to their own need for attention. Never trust someone who brings gossip. To you, they are carrying betrayal in their hands. People who spread rumors cannot be respected, for their words destroy trust and reputations. A person who thrives on gossip is always one step away from betraying your trust. If someone is quick to share secrets about others, they will not hesitate to share yours as well. Narcissists cannot be trusted, for they love only themselves and will use you to serve their ego.